We will. And here we have the main menu. Now obviously I've played through the entire game, so we've got all of the levels already unlocked and stuff. But we'll get right into the first archive, which is Matrix. Now when you'd normally start up the game, you'd just have Matrix, and you'd have the tutorial, but because of stuff, we're not going to have it. Okay? Good. Now, Child of Eden is a on-rails rhythm action shooter, where you've got to move the reticule over the enemies and fire. Basically, you get more points if you get 8 lock-ons and fire to the beat. There is another reticule, but we'll get into that later. Now, for most people, all you'll have at the start of the game is the glowing ball on the left and the health HUD on the right. The reason I've got this bit in the middle with the area purified and score is because I've gone into the options and put everything on the HUD in. So yes. Now, Child of Eden is the brainchild of Tetsuya Mizuguchi, who was behind Lumines and Res being one of his most famous games. And this game is the spiritual successor to Res. So this is basically the most Res-like level in the game, with all of its polygons and squares and all of that sort of stuff. But it's still blooming gorgeous. Now, at different points in the levels, you will get sort of those glowing balls appear. If you shoot them, then you'll get either a euphoria or health. You start each level with 3 health nodes and 1 euphoria bullet. Euphoria is unlocked by pressing the B button, and the shooting with the lock-on reticle is done by holding A and releasing, basically. And now we're about to get the introduction of the Tracer. Tracer is used to shoot purple enemies and enemy bullets. So yes, it's quite fun. That's basically all of the stuff that you need to know to play Child of Eden, which is quite amazing, really. But you have got to be blooming quick with it. I mean, it is also available to play with Kinect, and it will be available for the PS3 and the Move later in the year. But yes, it came out on June 14th in America and June 17th in the UK. So it's coming to move to PlayStation in August, I think. August 2011, for those of you who are watching this in the future. Good. Now, each level is about 10 to 12 minutes long if you're going quickly, but the last level takes about 20 minutes. Or 20 minutes plus. Okay? So, the song for, well, as I said before, all of the music is done by the Genki Rockets. This particular level, the song is called Fly, which is on the Genki Rockets' first album. And it's a remix version, and I can't for the life of me find it on the internet, which is frustrating because I love the song Fly. It was one of my favourite songs on the album. And yes. I really love the ridiculously organic feel of Child of Eden. It just, everything just flows and stuff. It's just amazing. I feel kind of wrong for talking over it because it's such a sensual experience. That's the only way I can describe it. Sensory overload. Sensory orgasm, I don't know. Now you can. I think at the start of the game you can go into Field Eden, which is a special mode where you can't get hit, you can't get hurt, which for those of you who just want to play for the gorgeous visuals, that's probably for you. I'm playing on normal at the minute because I think I'd probably die on hard later on. Because some of the later levels are hard. So now we're in a nice, more tunnel and stuff. Each level has its own sort of feel to it. Matrix is all blocks, evolution I'll talk about, beauty I'll talk about then, same with passion and journey. Now, I'm playing with the controller, so yes, but you can play it with Kinect, and apparently that's the better experience, but it's easier with the controller. Don't know why, because it's sometimes it feels kind of sluggish to move at times, but it's only in moments like that where it's throwing a wall at you that you have to hit that you don't have enough time to get it because you're moving so quickly. It's kind of frustrating. You do get like achievements for getting 100% purified in every single area, but I found that quite hard, let's put it that way. It's also quite hard to get the highest scores, because you've got, I think it's like, for a 3-star you have to get 200,000, for 4-star you have to get 400,000, and for 5-star you have to get 800,000, which is a lot of points. It's a ridiculous amount, but there are people who have done it. I just suck at getting perfect, so I'm trying my best with tapping my foot to keep in the beat. But, yeah. Oh well. Now, I was actually late in getting Challenge because I pre-ordered it to get a free t-shirt, which was, it's a gorgeous t-shirt. But unfortunately it didn't come until I think it was the Tuesday afterwards. So yeah, I was frustrated to say the least. At least I had Ocarina of Time to keep me company, which also came out on June 17th, as did Alice Madness Returns, but Alice Madness Returns came along with Challenge. So yes. Okay, we're about to get into the final bit of this sort of boss. And this is the moment where sort of Fly comes into full form. Scary. Yeah. I'll put a link in the description to the original song, because this game is... I love all the music in this game, and it's gorgeous. I'm going to repeat that many times in this playthrough, you do realise that. And I'm just so smitten with the game that I can't help it, really. Brand new skin. Brand new skin. Yeah. I'm nuts, I'm sorry. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see when the rest of you have picked up 8 targets, but it turns that white. If it goes that white, you've picked up 8 targets. I mean, for a first level, this is just sensory madness. I don't think I've ever seen a game where there's been this amount of madness going on in the first level. It's ridiculous. And now we get quite an awesome Basically what you've got to do is use the tracer to get rid of all the blocks, and then attack all of the glowy lights on the ball. Which makes all of the purple blocks go multicoloured, which is just glorious. Walk in the clouds and the moon, throw me up by the way, we're making a brand new escape. That's some of the lyrics of the song. And now we have this moment, which is, I think I remember that when I first played it, I came from the top and was just zooming round, whereas this time I seem to have gone from a more side position. And now this is quite awesome. Nothing's going to attack you. Get perfect off blocks and just fire away! All this confetti and fireworks around it above Earth. It's just gorgeous! Making a brand new escape. There we go. Child of Eden has one of the most seamless integrations of live action I've ever seen in a video game. I don't think any games have done it like this. It's just amazing. The Matrix surges with renewed vigour and energy. 4 stars! Yes! That's awesome! And at the end you get to choose any of Lumi's garden rewards, which is awesome. So we've got Matrix version 2. Woo! And you can unlock loads of stuff at the end, which is awesome. Hee.